Starting off tonight, we have the Iron Fist Championship match between Daniel Garcia and Buddy Matthews, our first competitor, the champion, coming down first. Already having a pretty big career here in StrongGate as your first ever Iron Fist champion, beating Buddy Matthews in the championship finals to be crowned as so. Buddy, however, has come back hungrier and angrier than he has been in quite a while, looking to make the past and become a champion once again. He just had a grueling, bloody battle against Gabe Kidd in the last episode, earning his shot at Daniel's championship, and now these two will clash once more for one of the biggest prizes here in StrongGate.
Wait!
The bell has rung and we are going at it here, folks. Daniel Garcia throwing him into the ropes, but it is no dice. Headlock takedown followed by the sprawl as these two are on the ground doing some classic wrestling here. Another takedown by Buddy. Trying to work the ground against Daniel Garcia is an interesting move, but Buddy Matthews is pretty well equipped in the ground game. Daniel Garcia is as well, so it is a gamble, but it can definitely work. This match boils down to a clash of styles. You have a versatile striker and grappler, a powerhouse in Buddy Matthews. And on the other side, you have a surgical grappler, a submission specialist, a technical wizard in Daniel Garcia. These two could be further from each other in terms of wrestling styles, yet so similar in their hunger and determination to win. These are the best candidates for the Iron Fist Championship. These two represent what the Iron Fist Championship should be, and now they get to go at it once again to see who is the better man. A little drop kick and a little flare as well from Buddy Matthews. He's going to throw him into the corner and a shotgun drop kick right to the chest. He's going to cave in that rib cage as best as he can. I think he was maybe thinking of Meteora, but it looked like it wasn't going to happen. Daniel Garcia now on the verge of turning the offense. Big lariat, and he hits him with that dragon screw. Big knee though. Buddy Matthews knocking a couple teeth out as he puts him down with the jackhammer, center of the ring, but it's only a 1 count. Daniel with the heart of a lion. This man does not go down without a fight, and Buddy is definitely bringing it to him in the early goings of this match as both men are now swinging bows. Back and forth these two are going, not a single one stopping. But it does look like Buddy has the edge. He was pushing him into that corner a little bit, just showing off the difference in power between both men. But Daniel Garcia is quick, but if he needs to, he'll dish out as much punishment as he can to hold on to that championship. Off the suplex, a 1 count. No, not even close to a 3. It's going to do a little bit more damage to Buddy before you can put him away for good. Now these two are just answering back with strikes back and forth, and a suplex will spill Buddy Matthews out of the ring. But look at this, the quickness. Buddy Matthews immediately back into the ring. He wants to settle this in the ring. He knows that if it is a count out, he will not win that championship. He needs it to be done in the ring. And Daniel Garcia is just stomping a mud hole into the chest. Those stomps are no joke. That's got to be at least a size 10-11 in there. Arm wrench into the headlock, and now he's holding on, wrenching the neck, pulling him down. This is that grappling expertise we've seen before from Daniel Garcia. Now into the head scissors. He is going to kick back up. So far, an evenly placed contest, and a perfect drop kick to the chin is going to push him back into that corner. And again, Buddy Matthews in control of this match. Wait a minute, Daniel with the reversal. He's going up. Slips through and a super kick. And he catches him with a power bomb. Liger bomb into the center of the ring. It's going to be a 2 count. Daniel Garcia still in this somehow. Kawada kicks to the head. And a little taunting as well as he picks him up for a power bomb. Flip over into the Kami. Goye right into the face. But wait a minute, roll through. But Buddy with a quick kick out. Pop-up knee. It's going to stun him, and now he's into the headlock takedown. Buddy Matthews, again, taking full control of this match, not really giving Danny any chance to come back. And a shoulder block, and even Buddy's confused by that one. Goes behind him, shot to the back. Buddy right now is in firm control. Isn't a lot for Daniel to do at this moment. Now into the headlock takedown. Right next to the rope. The referee's going to let it happen. Not technically a submission, but I guess. Now locking him into a standing headlock, pulling him away from the ropes now. He's going to get pushed away. Irish whip, drop toe hold. Into the drop kick, right to the head. And if I was Daniel Garcia, if I had a game plan going into this match, it's to wear out the legs and arms of Buddy Matthews. And the red cross connecting. He's going to hook the leg. Is that going to do it? Almost a 3 count, but the match will continue. And as I was saying before, if I was in Daniel Garcia's shoes, attacking those limbs is the best way to go. We talked about how versatile Buddy Matthews can be in the strike game. By weakening those joints, weakening the elbows, the knees, you will weaken the impact of those strikes. You will weaken the impact of his most vicious moves. And that's going to give you a chance to wear him down hard enough to maybe lock in a submission and tap him out. Because I honestly don't think you're going to win by putting him down by knockout. But you can damn sure try. Big boots traded from both men. Referee going for the 10 count, but they are quick on the get up. Big knee to the midsection by Buddy. And as for Buddy, again, he's been doing a really good job taking control of this match. Not really much of a game plan other than if you hit him hard enough, he's bound to be knocked out for sure. He has finished a lot of people with that curb stomp. We may see it again tonight, but maybe we might see a submission victory. Prison trap locked in. But he's going to break free, not from the rope break, but from sheer force of will. That is a lot of core strength from Daniel Garcia. Still left in the tank, pop up into the German. And Danny's up, but you could see that Buddy Matthews is starting to wear down. He is starting to feel the fatigue, and maybe that is what Daniel Garcia needs to show a sign of desperation in Buddy Matthews and lock on it. Buddy Matthews from the ropes, big bicycle knee, stunning him just long enough. What's he thinking here? Just another forearm. Nothing to it, goes behind, and now another bicycle knee. And we saw in the match with Gabe Kidd how he was beaming him with these knees to the point where it was enough to put him away. Jackknife into the pin. Wait a minute. 2. Just a 2 count. Daniel trying to be slick with these pins, and that might actually be enough to put him away. If you're just quicker, if you're just faster, if you can get the right opportunity, there may be something in it for you at the end. Big knee though by Buddy. And another German. That's got to be at least the 4th or 5th German that Daniel Garcia has taken in this match. That neck must be hanging on by a thread at least. And now up again in a brain buster. And we were just talking about all that pain on the neck. A brain buster surely going to add more insult to injury. Drags him back into the corner. Away from the corner, I should say. And another German suplex. Taking him to Suplex City. But wait a minute, Daniel. It looked like he was maybe going for a German, but he just goes right for the headlock. Working the neck again. Maybe trying to weaken it for the pile driver. Tries to go for something. Pins on pins. Both men evenly matched. And a little bit of that flare again. That might cost Buddy. He seems to be a little too cocky going into this match. Perhaps even underestimating Daniel Garcia. And there's that knee. And these two have been going at it for quite a while now. A kick to the head. Referee already on the count. Looks like both men are saying that they are still able to fight. The referee will stop the count. Daniel Garcia is still slow on the get up, but he is going to try and suplex him. But Buddy Matthews turns the tables. He spills out to the floor here, and Buddy with a high risk maneuver. Doesn't look like he got any of it. And now Daniel has a chance to come back in this match. Suplex onto the floor, and now he's careened into the barricade. And a lot of damage on that floor. That is not a soft floor, I'll give you that much. Basically what you're seeing is just mats on top of concrete, so you know that's going to hurt. And a big elbow to the back of the head, but I don't know. That was a big spill to the outside by both men. Picking him up, maybe thinking powerbomb. Into the pin! Only a 1 count though. Not enough. Big elbows, and now these two are at it again. Throwing the elbows. Do his little dancey dance, big boot. And now, raining elbows to the head, just bringing him down. Absolute masterclass here by both men. These men are going at it to the absolute limit, showing everyone why the Iron Fist Championship is the championship for StrongGate Professional Wrestling. He's going to hook the leg on the Red Cross. Is that going to do it? No! Just a 2.9. Not enough. Pop-up knee. Goes off the ropes looking for the bicycle. Danny's up though. Dragon screw. Match is still going strong. Not a single person giving up. They know what's at stake here. They understand that this championship means a lot to them. Daniel Garcia, this is his first defense of that championship. He wants to make a statement. This is definitely how you can do it. Tijeras throwing down Daniel Garcia to the mat. But now the two are back up and they're throwing strikes. Big chop again. Elbows to the face. But Daniel's not going down. Irish whip into the ropes. Yakuza kick by Daniel Garcia. As he's stunned, he's going to lock in the Dragon Tamer. And the referee sees the tap. And Daniel Garcia, by the skin of his teeth, a lucky moment like we talked about earlier. He got the Yakuza kick right under the chin. That was enough to stun Buddy, to lock in the Dragon Tamer, and secure the bag. Daniel Garcia, still your Iron Fist champion. What a showcase from both men to start off tonight. But let's not dilly-dally, as the next match on the card is going to be Kyle O'Reilly taking on a mystery opponent of Tomohiro Ishii's choosing right now. And we are back. Kyle O'Reilly coming down to the ring for another lesson by his mentor Tomohiro Ishii. The Stone Pitbull Jr., as he likes to be called now, or at least that is what people are coining him as. Kyle O'Reilly coming down, looking to face an opponent of Tomohiro Ishii's choosing. The face of pure evil, Murder Grandpa himself. One of the most iconic wrestlers in New Japan coming down to the ring. And do not underestimate this man. He may be in his 50s, but he is still as terrifying and charismatic as he has ever been. And this what makes him a dangerous opponent for Kyle O'Reilly. And already these two are exchanging grapples and wrist holds, trying to get some technical advantage on the other. Minoru, though, dragging Kyle O'Reilly from the corner. Go behind from Kyle, into the headlock. Wrenching on that neck. Switching around, going into the mount. Slide through. Minoru with the axe handle to the back. Minoru Suzuki is a man with a storied history. He's the co-founder of Pancrase, with a record in Pancrase of 29 wins and 20 losses. He's a former IWGP Intercontinental Champion, a never openweight champion, a GHC heavyweight champion in Noah. And for Kyle O'Reilly to be facing him right now is nothing short of a dream match, I'm sure, for him. To have a win over Minoru Suzuki is quite the step up from who he used to be. This Stone Pitbull Jr., this journey that he has been on since losing the championship. Right now we're even seeing a new look to him. He looks cleaner. He looks more ready, more focused in the ring than he's ever been. And I think that has to come down to the tutelage of Tomohiro Ishii. But Minoru Suzuki is not going to let him win easily. Now the two are strike exchanging. Chops and elbows are flying. Kyle O'Reilly, though, gets the upper hand. Goes into the takedown. Full mount. Hammering away at the head with the ground and pound. Switching into the armbar. Trying to tap him out early. But Minoru escapes. This is going to be a mixed martial arts masterclass between these two. Of course, Kyle O'Reilly is going to go into this match targeting the arms. Going for the arm bars. Trying to break the arm if he could. But Minoru has been in this business for a very long time. Whether it is in the octagon, whether it is in the ring, he is deadly in the grapple game. When you see a man like Minoru Suzuki standing across from you at the square circle, you can expect an arm to be broken, a leg to be snapped, a tendon stretched to the point of tearing. He is a sadistic man. And if Kyle's not careful, he may be suffering some extreme pain. Looks like he's going for that Carl Gotch pile driver immediately, but Kyle O'Reilly able to get out. It's a very close call there for Kyle. The pile drivers from Minoru Suzuki is surely going to put you in the hospital if you're not careful. And again, you saw how he caught that leg, took him down into the heel hook. That's that technical mastery that Minoru Suzuki has gotten over the years. And hoping to maybe instill that same kind of hunger and drive into Kyle O'Reilly. Look again, the takedown into the Fujiwara armbar, trying to work the arms. That is what Kyle should be doing to him. And there's those elbows. Minoru off the ropes, a full head of steam, misses a big boot. Full heads and elbows, goes back, rope to rope. Back in the middle of the ring. And these forearms are flying, folks. Kyle O'Reilly with some stiff elbows. That's going to put Minoru down for just a little bit. You know, we talk about Minoru's striking ability, we talk about Minoru's grappling ability, but another thing that Minoru has is a heart of a lion. He is a endurance man through and through, going even 40 minutes against Ken Shamrock and winning by submission. You don't just do that without having the heart and determination that Minoru Suzuki has. Big knee to the body, that's going to knock him down cold. I can see the air leaving his lungs. But Kyle's back up. He was going for a knee of his own, immediately countered by Suzuki. And a win, again, for Kyle here is massive. You know, he was going into this with a big loss from the tournament. He did lose to Tomohiro Ishii, but that wasn't really about winning. That was about surviving. That was about putting your body through so much pain and enduring. That's what that was about. This match, he needs a win. This match will put him back on the top of the food chain, at least in his opinion. But he's going to have to topple a very big obstacle, and his name is Minoru Suzuki. And the elbows are flying once more. Forearms from the heavens, right to the chin. Perfect placement on those elbows. And he locks in the triangle choke. Beautiful technique here, able to put him between the legs, grab the arm, apply the pressure, try to choke him out. He's doing a really good job on the ground, but he needs to be hitting him a little bit harder. Minoru now again stunned by the KTFO as he locks a jumping triangle choke. And look at the legs cradled perfectly behind Minoru's head. But Minoru able to escape, but Kyle is immediately back on the attack. And a little bit of trash talking here, even feigning that kick to try and roll him around for that heel hook. I think Kyle's starting to learn a little bit more here. He's getting smarter. Bulldog. And look at the placement. This is beautiful. This is beautiful technique by Minoru Suzuki. Not only did he take him down with the Bulldog choke, he was able to also apply full weight of the body onto the back to increase the grip on that choke. And he immediately starts going into another submission. The body is being bent into a lot of different ways. The arms, the legs, the body, the torso, everything. This is how Minoru works. He doesn't just target a limb. He targets the whole body. To the point where you can't move. Where you can't function. Without feeling an intense amount of pain. Roll through again, and now locking in that Kimura lock. Again, more of that mixed martial arts grappling history coming through with every reversal. Kyle O'Reilly, though, locking the arm. Look at how he's twisting the leg. He's got it cradled under the arm as well. But the strikes continue to fly for Kyle as he's able to knock him back into the triangle choke. Center of the ring. He's got the arm placed nicely, but Minoru's going to escape again. And he goes right into that abdominal stretch. Roll through, and a huge smack to the face. Now choking him out, maybe thinking for that Carl Gotch style pile driver. He's going to pick him up, but Kyle gets out again. And immediately smacks, being thrown to the face. We were just talking about how Minoru is almost as deadly a striker as he is a submission specialist. Misses the lariat, go behind, and now the choke out into the pile driver, and you can see that Kyle just crumbled to the mat. This might do it. No, Kyle O'Reilly's still in it. Goes behind, blocks the attempt on the takedown, goes for a takedown of his own, now going for the armbar, but you can see he had his arms grasped tightly. Goes behind. Good counter there by Kyle. wrenching that neck. Back into the takedown. Sprawl. Into the arm lock. Breaks free, still maintains the mount though. Turns him around. And a huge elbow there by Minoru. Go behind again. He's choking him. Puts him back into that position. The bulldog choke turned into a rear naked choke. From behind, placing all the weight on him. I mean, you can see just how lethal Minoru Suzuki is in this ring. He's able to turn the tide so quickly, but Kyle showing that same determination, that same heart that he had against Tomohiro Ishii just last week, now putting it all again on the line against a man that is as sadistic and evil as you can get. Throwing him out of the ring, and honestly, I may have tripped there a little bit. Perhaps this match is getting to him. I mean, a lot of the moves that Minoru has went for has been on that neck. He's been trying to take all the oxygen out of Kyle O'Reilly's body. So maybe that was all it was. Now into the corner again. Maybe thinking of going for that knee drop, but Minoru Suzuki exploding out of the corner with a series of stiff slaps as he locks back in the armbar. He's been working the arm almost the whole match. That limb has definitely taken a lot of work. It's been in a lot of pain. But Kyle's still fighting through. He catches that leg. He even tried to go for that heel hook again. Minoru countering with a heel hook of his own. And immediately gets into the armbar, into the transition. But his legs are probably going to get to the rope break. But actually, he escapes on his own. Go behind, go behind. And there's the choke again. Arms going limp. He's going for the pile driver. And it's going to connect. Minoru Suzuki with a stiff pile driver, hooking the leg for the win here. But Kyle kicking out and going right for the armbar again. Armbar, he could reach the ropes, but he's going to break free. And a huge forearm. And maybe this is a show of gratitude from Minoru Suzuki here as he was just applauding Kyle O'Reilly, but it looks like this might do it. Third time is most definitely the charm. That's 3 pile drivers, along with a bunch of more pain on that neck. But Kyle O'Reilly's kicking out at 1. Kyle is back up to his feet, and he is throwing everything in the kitchen sink at Minoru. And a little trash talk here as he's about to choke out Minoru Suzuki and hits him with the PK. Showing signs of Katsuyori Shibata locking in the triangle choke. Been trying to tap him out with that move this whole match, but nothing's been working, so he's going right to the striking game. Locking in the triangle again. He's got nowhere to go, but he's still trying to make it to the rope. He is going to escape, but immediately, this is good right here by Kyle. Not only did he catch the get up, he caught him in the butterfly, hits him with the triple. Now Kyle O'Reilly needs to put him away. The momentum is on his side. Roundhouse kick to the ear. Go behind. Stiff dragon suplex, but Minoru still up. And the two come to blows once again. Minoru hyping up the crowd. He's winding it up. And a big forearm from the big man. Locking in that octopus stretch, abdominal stretch. I mean, it could be either one. You can see he's digging that elbow into his midsection too. Just to add a little more insult to injury, big boot. Kylo's up, and he's caught him again in the butterfly. There's the second one into the face buster. Now off the ropes, full head of steam here. Tilt-a-whirl into the guillotine. Clenching the neck for dear life, but Minoru able to escape. But Kyle still unrelenting, still making moves. He needs to keep up the pace. He cannot slow down. Once he makes a mistake, Minoru's going to catch it. He needs to keep the pressure going, and he is doing just that. The knees, the kicks, and now the brain buster. Just like his mentor Tomohiro Ishii into the armbar, and Kyle O'Reilly has just defeated Minoru Suzuki in a grueling match. Using the moves that his mentor has taught him, he is now put away. One of the best in-ring performers of his generation, Minoru Suzuki. And I think Minoru Suzuki got exactly what he wanted in this match. What a win for Kyle O'Reilly. What a big win for him in this one. The future is bright for this man. Showing the improvement that he has shown in these past few weeks has been nothing short of amazing to watch. The Stone Pitbull Jr. has definitely earned his name with that one. We need to keep going, folks. We have another match coming up. It is going to be the Queen's Crown Championship match between the champion, the Empress of StrongGate Professional Wrestling, Asuka, taking on the upstart #1 contender, Momo Watanabe. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen's Crown Champion, the Empress of StrongGate Professional Wrestling, Asuka, will be coming out first in this match against Momo Watanabe, the upstart 24-year-old prodigy that has been making quite a name for herself here, as she has taken on Toni Storm last episode to win the #1 contendership to face Asuka here tonight. These two Joshi strikers going band for band. The Dark Peach, the Empress. Some may consider this a dream match. Some may consider this a match waiting to happen. But we're going to have it happen right here tonight. Momo is hungry. She's looking to become the second Queen's Crown champion. This will be Asuka's first defense of that title since winning it at the championship tournament. And immediately, it looks like both women are testing each other's metals right now with strikes. And look at that roll through into the takedown, getting into the mount, but Momo quick to kick her off. She knows that if she gets into positions like that, submissions are sure to follow. Asuka is a deadly submission specialist. Arm bars, leg locks, and of course, the Asuka lock are all dangerous moves and can all happen at any time. So Momo needs to be on her toes if she wants to win this championship. Irish whip into the corner and a kick away from Asuka. Not going to let her do anything here so far in the beginnings of this match. And we talk a lot about Asuka, but let's talk a little bit about Momo Watanabe, who just had a stellar match with Toni Storm last week. And if you did not see that match, I highly recommend going back and watching it, because it definitely showed you a little bit of what Momo can do in that ring. She has heart, she has determination, and she has a lot of firepower. But I don't think anyone has faced someone as unpredictable as Asuka, especially Momo. She's had a very interesting career, starting off wrestling at the age of 14 years old. And now she is 24, so that gives her at least 10 years of wrestling experience already. So to go up against Asuka at this point may just be a proving ground for her. A test, if you will. Winning this championship would mean a lot to Momo, because it shows people that she's been ready to do this for a very long time. But Asuka is not someone who's just going to go over for some young talent. She's going to give it the fight of her life. And that's exactly what we're seeing in this match. And Momo already raining shots down on Asuka. Russian leg sweep, roll through into the Fujiwara armbar. Incredible technique by Momo Watanabe, able to secure that armbar. But again, a submission specialist like Asuka is not just going to tap out to some measly Fujiwara armbar. It is kind of hard to predict what Asuka can do in that ring. She's got vicious strikes. She's got some intense submissions. She can knock you out, or she can tap you out, and it really just comes down to how she feels that day. Asuka is a dangerous woman, and that is why she is Queen's Crown champion. She did not just come here and win. She had to fight some big top-tier competitors, and one of them was Julia. Now, we have not seen Julia in quite some time, but I know that she is watching. She was one of the only people in the tournaments that did not get offered a rematch immediately, and she's not going to be happy about that. So I'm expecting something from her in the near future. But right now we have Momo, we have Asuka in the ring, and they are going at it still. Big kicks from Asuka, taking control early in this match. Oh, and look at the counter, pulling her down and now locking her into the headlock, but she's immediately pushed away and back to striking. Wait a minute, is this the Peach Sunrise? No, it's the... I don't even know what to call that move. Just driving Asuka's head into the mat for the win. And it's going to be a 2.9. I mean, that is a dangerous move. You saw how Asuka's head hit the mat, and Asuka's laughing it off as if it's nothing. This is the unpredictability that we were just talking about here with Asuka. She is a dangerous woman. We talk about strikes. We talk about submissions. But I think the most dangerous thing that Asuka has in her arsenal is her mind. She is deadly smart. She knows exactly what limb to work. She knows exactly what to do in the right moments. And right there, we almost just saw a 3 count. We almost saw a quick defense for Asuka. I don't know if y'all heard that blood-curdling scream in the back, but Asuka just let out a howl. Some kind of war howl. I've never heard Asuka make that noise in my life. She is ramped up for this fight, and now going from a jumping sleeper hold to a guillotine choke and laughing at it as well. And you can see Momo reaches the ropes and oh my god. This is that technical prowess we were just talking about. Asuka able to roll through away from the rope and try to maintain control. But Momo still on top here. Wait a minute. Peach Sunrise. This is the move that got her through multiple matches. But it's not going to be enough to put away the Queen's Crown champion. Jumps over. Asuka lock is locked in, but I think it might be in the ropes. And Momo Watanabe probably just got the luckiest save in this match. That Asuka lock was locked in tightly. But she don't care. Another suplex, this time away from the ropes. Referee with the 2.9 again. Very close calls in this match. And now the two begin to strike. But look at this. She's changing levels. She's going for the leg kicks, then highs, then lows. Mixing up the strike game.
10 minutes.
Smart thinking there by Asuka. And a back fist right to Momo, and she spills out of the ring.
1.
Yeah, and that move is probably one of her best moves in her arsenal. Absolutely rocking anyone who lays contact with it, and now the kicks are coming out as well outside.
6.
Referee already at 6, but they are going to fight a little bit longer.
9.
Get all that frustration out, all that energy, and Asuka getting thrown all the way to the other side of the ring and colliding with that barricade.
13.
They roll back in, both women back inside. And going back into the top mount. And now she's trying to roll her over, now locking in the armbar, but the escape by Momo Watanabe. And she steps on the back and goes up. What is she thinking here from the top rope and those double knees? Oh my god, right to the back of Asuka. That's gotta hurt at least a little bit, but Asuka seems to be moving just fine after that. I don't know what she could possibly be thinking in the mind, but to be able to tank something like that and keep going. I don't know if it's years of experience or the fact that she's batshit crazy. Momo Watanabe is letting it happen. She's doing what she gotta do. Goes behind. Wait a minute, off the ropes actually, and a big Meteora putting her down. Is this gonna put her away? Asuka kicking out again, and a back fist for her as well. Off the ropes, stunning her just a little bit. Goes for the hip attack. Dodges out of the way, and a Uranagi, and the referee starts counting.
3, 4, 5.
A spinning Uranagi. What a powerful move by Momo Watanabe. And it might be enough to put her down for good as she hits her again, landing her on her head, and she goes for the pin one more time to maybe secure that championship. But Asuka will kick out again. Goes behind. Go behind. Counter. Onto the ground. Picks her up. Into the pin. 1, 2. No. Asuka kicks out again. Off the ropes again. Running hip attack. Pop-up knee. Go behind into the Asuka lock. I think she's against the ropes again, though. Referee sees it. Another time. Saved by the ropes. But she throws her out.
1.
And I don't know if Asuka's having fun or, again, if she's batshit crazy. But that laugh will send shivers down anyone's spine because it damn sure sent. And now she's screaming at the crowd as well. I don't know what's going through the mind of our Queen's Crown champion, but something is in the water tonight because she is bloodthirsty. And Momo Watanabe going for the pin outside is definitely a choice, but that move certainly did do a lot of damage. Maybe the chokes are getting to her a little bit. The kicks are flying. Go behind. Kick to the body. And she kicks her away. Good job there by Momo. Keeping space. She's seen that whenever Asuka gets close, she tries to lock in that submission, and I think she might be going for another Peach Sunrise. 2. It's a 2.5. A 2.9 damn near. And now both women again going for strikes. And look at these leg checks. Attacking the low. She's not blocking low, and Asuka's exploiting that. Slap to the body, kick to the head. And and another kick to the head. She is going for the kill here, folks. Go behind, countered. Maybe scout the Asuka lock, gets out of the way, headlock, pulls away. And some elbows being thrown. Not again. Not again. This gotta do it. Asuka's knocked out cold. Come on. 1, 2. Oh my. This is insane. And Asuka's reawakened something within her, because now she's going off the ropes and knocking her in the head with a shining wizard to the back of the head. You've got to be joking. This is that unpredictability from Asuka. You just never know what kind of move she's going to throw at you, and you definitely don't know what kind of mindset she goes into with every match. Another shining wizard to the head, hooks the leg. Is that going to do it? 1, 2. It's just a 2 count. Momo's got some heart tonight, folks. She is showing a heart and determination that we have seen many times before, but this time the win just means a little bit more. A win here means becoming Queen's Crown Champion. A win here means cementing your legacy. And Asuka with the vicious Empress combination. Multiple backhands, sweeps, highs, lows, you name it. She's mixing her up. And there's that scream. That primal war scream from the Empress of Tomorrow. Hip attack.
20 minutes gone.
She drags her to the center, maybe thinking that it's time to pay the bill. Put this away. But Momo says, hell no, I'm not letting it happen yet. Suplex into the bridge for the championship. Not enough. Stiff knees, stiff roundhouse. Knocked a couple teeth loose. I know it did. Picks her up, goes behind, and another kick. I thought maybe it was going to be Asuka lock time. Kick to the body and a knee to the head. Doing everything she can to put away the Empress. Goes behind again. You already know what time it is. Drops her right on her head. The amount of headshots that Asuka suffered in this match, that's got to do it. No. What more can these women take? I mean, these women are going at it here. Dropping each other on their head, but look, she's laughing in her ear. That is disrespect on a whole nother level from the Empress. How is it that she has taken so much punishment and she's able to walk around laughing at her opponent as if they are nothing? Peach Sunrise from the Dark Peach. 2. No. And another back fist, stunning her, but she doesn't fall out of the ring. Spinning soul kicks, 2 of them to count, and another back fist, and she finally falls out of the ring.
1, 2.
Referee starting the count, and even Momo doesn't even know what to do here. This has just been an absolute display of power from what many could consider to be the final boss in women's wrestling. Asuka with some heavy strikes, going for those legs. You know those legs are hurting. Big roundhouse kick, but Asuka back up to her feet with a roundhouse of her own, and the referee starts the count.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Referee almost at the 10 count here, and both women will make it. Big elbows from Momo. Looks like it's time to go for the right again. Wait, Peach Sunrise. I thought I was going for the other move. 2. Not enough. Not enough. Asuka go behind and wait a minute. The Asuka lock this time. 3rd time's the charm in the center of the ring. And that's all it took. Asuka with the win here tonight. And we were just talking about how dangerous Asuka can be when she locks in the submissions. And all it took was one Asuka lock away from the ropes, away from safety, away from anything to guarantee her safety. And Asuka will retain the Queen's Crown Championship. But we have to give it up to Momo. She put on a show tonight. She's definitely going to be a top contender in this division with that performance. I will not be surprised if she shows up again to challenge Asuka once more in the future. But now we move on to our co-main event of the night. It will be Chris Hero versus Oba Femi in the rubber match. But this time, the stakes are just a little bit higher. This time, it's a #1 contendership for the King's Crown Championship. The winner of this match will take on the winner of Kenny versus Will. And what is surely to be a battle of its own. But right now, we're focusing on the battle at hand right here. Oba Femi, the ruler, coming down to the ring first. looking to size up Chris Hero once more and put a 2 next to his name in the win column to advance to #1 contendership. He has already made a name for himself so far in this company, but Chris Hero is not far behind him. The matches that he put on with Femi are nothing short of a demonstration at what Chris Hero can do in that ring when the lights come on and the bell rings. Chris Hero, a decorated veteran of the game, someone who's been in this business for such a long time, a man who clearly deserves his flowers in this business, but he has to go up against Oba, one of the most dominant wrestlers I think I've ever seen in the industry. A man of his size, tossing people like Chris Hero around. I mean, that has to show something, signs of a potential champion. And that's why these two are going at it. This isn't just a hoss match. This isn't just a meat match. This is a clash of egos. This is a clash of who is the stronger man, the bigger titan. And these two are surely going to throw it all on the line. Heel throw from the ruler. Now locking in the headlock. He's not going to let it phase him. Chris Hero has faced this man before. He knows how he likes to be. He knows how hard he can hit. And Chris Hero just needs to hit a little bit harder if he wants to come away with the victory. Big back body drop. Holy shit. The altitude on that one, I think he almost hit the rafters. Big European uppercut. He's throwing him back into the ropes. And they collide, but Oba's the stronger man. Big shoulder block. European uppercut by Chris Hero. They collide in the center. Snapmare takedown. Arm lock applied. He's going to let him go. Big left hand. Right to the chin. Chris Hero still standing. Big boot. And he locks in. I mean, it looks like a Texas cloverleaf, but I mean, that's a stiff lock. He saw how he placed his weight on the back as well to try and wrench deeper into that submission. Now the two striking each other with these stiff strikes. Chop and a forearm right back, and Chris Hero's on his back. Hooks the leg. Just a 1 count though. It's going to take a little bit more to put away the knockout artist, I'll tell you that much. Goes below. Good move there by Chris Hero. Ankle pick. Take the giant down by the knees. But Oba's up now. And he ain't looking too happy. Big suplex onto the back of Chris. Elbow shot into the Dragon Sleeper. And when you talk about game plans for these two coming into this match, they have to be about the same. Hit harder than the other man. Big boots, elbows, forearms, tossing them. It doesn't matter how you do it as long as it is done.
It's gone.
These two are up 1-1 against each other. Both men vying for position. This is for the World Championship, the King's Crown Championship. And Chris Hero just hit a moonsault from the top rope. That just goes to show you just how desperate Chris Hero wants to win this match. This match means that he gets a shot at being a champion once again. And Femi needs to lock in and figure out a way to stop the train from rolling. And I think he's got something here with a spine buster. Big spine buster from the big man. And a stiff combination as well to boot. Forearm being thrown, and Chris Hero answers back with a forearm of his own. And the giant is down. And yet Chris Hero does not decide to go for the pin. I don't know if it's the ego talking. I don't know if it's the pride talking. But I know this. Chris Hero does not want to win until he knows Femi is out. And a man like him has endured so much. Bear hug now. Femi looking to break the spine of Chris Hero, trying to put him out. A win here for Oba would be big as well. To have his 3rd match of his career here in StrongGate lead to a #1 contender shot. This goes to show how much of a message he sent to the locker room. In only 3 matches against the same man, mind you. Double elbows to the back and front of the head, but Oba's gonna kick out. Big boot from Chris Hero, and now the momentum has begun to shift again in the favor of Chris Hero. Ripcord elbow. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count though. Big lariat. We were just talking about how much this win would mean to both men. I don't know who wants it more. I mean, Femi has only faced Chris Hero in his tenure here in StrongGate, and every match he's had with him has proven to more people that he may deserve a shot more than Chris Hero, but as you can see, he's definitely not letting it slide. Irish whip. Big lariat again. Taking the head clean off, but Chris Hero's still up, and he's going right back down with a suplex as he collides with the floor.
2.
Femi in the ring,
3.
staring down his rival as the two meet in the ring again. Big forearm, and now we're back at the proving ground. We're back at the testing point to see who is going to stand up after this. This has become a battle of attrition. This has become a battle of will. And Femi with the big elbow to the head. Almost mocking Chris Hero with that one, and now a spine buster from the heavens. Chris Hero in deep trouble here as he gets knocked with the lariat from hell, and Femi is not done yet with the European uppercut. Is it time for the ride? Yes, it is. Fall from grace. 1, 2. No, Chris Hero. He's still got some gas left in the tank. He's still got that dog in him. Watch out, big boot. Right to the chin. He's been on point with these big boots, and he's gonna do it again. Go behind discus, rolling elbow. Hooking the leg. He's gotta have whiplash from all the blows to the chin. But Femi's still up, and he double tapped his ass. You ain't getting up from this. He's throwing every move that he's got in his arsenal at Femi. 2, and it's only a 2 count. So he puts him down again. back down on the mat. Chris Hero looking to put him away, going for the power bomb, but Femi, in a show of desperation perhaps, just threw Chris Hero back over the ropes and down to the floor as these two meet eyes again. Chris Hero may have been just close enough to becoming a #1 contender, and that may have been a look of fear in the eyes of the ruler. Irish whip now. Discus elbow, connecting on the chin. Oba though still giving him a fight, and Chris Hero, all gas and no brakes, just clocked him with another elbow. And the Hero's welcome does not work. Femi back up to his feet, and now throwing elbows. Chris Hero though, attacking the head into the cravat, knees to the face, weakening the face. Just enough, maybe softening the jaw for a little bit more punishment. But Femi throwing Chris Hero back outside the ring.
1, 2.
But this time Oba looks to finish the job. He's going back inside. Chris Hero getting out of harm's way and jaw-jacking him again. What a move by Chris. That was so smart. Rolling back into the ring and then surprising him with the elbows. That's a third one coming his way. That is 3 elbows, and Femi with a skull made of pure titanium. I mean, how are you still standing? Now caught in the tree of woe. He's putting them size 15s to good use. Stomping a mud hole into the abdomen. Answering back with the European, the left hand. Right hands. Headlock reversed into the back suplex, both men down. And you know this had to take a toll on the stamina. This is a hellacious match, a heavy-hitting contest. These two have just been throwing bombs at each other all match. I mean, this got to come to an end soon. The gas tank must be getting close to E for both of them. And now, Chris Hero has put Femi on top. Oh my God! With the last ounce of strength he has left, he just tossed Femi over his shoulders. And another ripcord discus to the face, hooks the leg. That's gotta do it. Put him away. And Chris Hero, with the elbow heard around the world, has just defeated the ruler here tonight. And he is now the #1 contender for the King's Crown Championship. From losing the Iron Fist tournament to becoming #1 contender for the world title, I have to say that's quite the step up for him, and he deserves it after this match that they just put down. Whoever wins, Kenny, Will, please keep that belt close to the chest because Chris Hero is looking to knock some heads. And if you're not ready, we could be seeing a new King's Crown champion. But first, we need to settle the score. Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, the second match between these two in StrongGate with the prize on the line. The winner to face Chris Hero. Who is going to walk away as champion? We're about to find out right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the main event of the night. Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. The King's Crown champion coming out first. Looking like $1 million with the Hajime no Ippo fit. Looking to become a defending fighting champion. Adoring the fans, cheers for him. He's coming down ready to fight. But we have a man coming down right now with that same exact hunger and mindset. Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay defeated Kaito Kiyomiya to be here. Will Ospreay is looking to maybe become a champion. Finally, in StrongGate Professional Wrestling. He did not secure the bag last time these two fought, with Kenny Omega beating Will to secure his finals spot against Okada. Now these two meet again in the world title rematch. And Kenny Omega and Will, you can already tell they are moving fast. They are some quick hitters, fast grapplers. Look at this. Movement is crazy from Will Ospreay. They'll get back into the super kick. And now both men staring each other down. Double axe handle. Kicks him away. He's not going to let it happen so easily. Into the ropes. And a huge chop to the chest. I think I can already see the handprint beginning to form. He is not afraid to go into that place. That dark place. To try and bring out that Tiger Driver. He used it against Kenny Omega in their last match. Now he's looking to maybe do it again. He's more aggressive. He's more brutal. He knows a win here would mean not just going into a finals match, but becoming a champion. And Will Ospreay is the kind of man to do whatever it takes to get gold around his waist. Not to say that he's a bad man, but just to say that he deserves it. He's done just enough as Kenny Omega has, and so he believes it should be him at the top of the mountain, not Kenny Omega. These two are both top contenders in the peak physical form, and these two now going at it once more to prove who is the better man. I can't tell you how much I've been waiting for this match to happen. And these two are now just throwing bows, but Will Ospreay pushing Kenny back, goes to the top rope and hits a beautiful shooting star press with a kick out at one. That just shows you that championship mentality. Hit me with your strongest move, I'll kick out at one. I don't give a shit. He is no selling right now. Kenny Omega though, suplexed Will Ospreay, and now figure four locked in. Trying to do something, trying to put Kenny down, but Kenny's got the heart of a world champion. That is why he is the world champion. There's a reason that Kenny Omega went through so much hell, defeating Okada, defeating Will, defeating Claudio. He don't do this for fun, he does it for the love of the game, but so does Will. Suplex there, hooks the leg from the snap suplex. That's not gonna do it, kick out at one. So he said, I'm gonna hit another. Figure four leg lock, locked in again. Doesn't work, but he is going to break free. Elbows now. And even if he doesn't tap him out with that figure four, he's weakening the legs. He's doing the leg work. He's doing what he has to do to stop that running power, to stop the V trigger. Kenny, stiff slap. Now into a headlock of his own. Wrenching the neck, taking control, slowing the pace down. Because once Will Ospreay speeds up, there's no stopping him. But I think the only one who can might be the man on that top rope right now. Big drop kick from Kenny. Now running into the rope, but nothing to it. Snap suplex. And an elbow right back from Kenny. Picks him back up. Gets out of the way. Big kick out of the corner. Give him some room. He's running for it. Oh, wait a minute. Looked like he went for a lariat there, but I was thinking V-trigger for a second. So he says, I'm going to do it one more time. They both collide again. Perhaps they're moving a little too fast. Head hitting that top rope. Go behind, and that spinning crescent kick right to the head. Gut wrench, picks him up. Power bomb from Kenny Omega. This could do it. No, he's gonna kick out. Off the rope, spinning backbreaker. Vintage Will Ospreay there. He's gonna lock back in the figure 4, and this is smart for Will. This is how you weaken Kenny Omega. A lot of his moves require those legs, and to weaken them with figure 4s is surely gonna help out with the win tonight. Oh no! Looked like he was taking Os Cutter, but he just wasn't gonna hit the mark. Kenny Omega gets out of the way, and now kicking him into the corner, and now high risk. This is what Kenny does. Over the top rope.
2.
And this is why Kenny Omega is our champion here at StrongGate. He is willing to do whatever it takes to win, and Will Ospreay looks like he's about to take some liberties of his own. Dodges the chair shot though.
10.
I mean, this match has been a mile a minute. I haven't been able to commentate on a lot going on except for what's happening in front of me. Gut wrench, powerbomb, and both men down.
17.
And both men make the count before 20. Flip over. And now these two are fighting in the corner. Elbows are flying. But he's keeping him in that corner. This is smart for Will. Keep Kenny contained. This is what you gotta do. Will Ospreay hyping himself up. The question mark kick. He gets up and there's a big boot. You don't be screaming in my face unless you want to get kicked in the mouth. And now Kenny Omega's going off. Vintage Kenny here going off the ropes, and there's the face buster. But Will's up. And Will's not just up, he's going up to the top rope, but looks like he changed his mind. Caught again. Kenny trying to think of what his next move will be. He's stunned. Big elbow. Snapmare takedown. And into the hidden blade. Out of nowhere, he's picking him back up. Into the storm. Breaker. Is this going to do it? And his leg was touching the rope. And that might have been the only way for Kenny Omega to stay in this match. Do not count him out just yet. Poison Rana. And a V-trigger to boot. He's a shut your ass up and take this knee. 2. And that's going to be a 2.5. Back to the top rope again. Will Ospreay's hesitant. I don't know if he's just not ready to take that risk, but you know Kenny Omega is. He's already done it once before. He'll damn sure do it again. Poison Rana connecting. Ooh, quick turnaround. But look at the speed from Kenny. He's trying to throw him off. Will Ospreay, though, with the spinning backbreaker. Big super kick as well, right under the chin, and a hidden blade. See, oh my God. Now, we were talking about the match that Kenny and Will had last time they faced. If you did not watch it, I highly recommend you do, because their match definitely blew the roof off this place. I saw Kenny Omega do things that weren't even possible for the human body to endure. Tiger drivers, stormbreakers, he took everything onto the chin, and he came out as champion. Dragon suplex in the corner. You can't escape. Kenny Omega showing why he's the best. Bout machine. 2.5. Will Ospreay kicking out. Now into the corner, but Kenny Omega with the reversal. Picking him up. Poison Rana again. That neck doing some big damage. A lot of damage to the neck. Snap suplex from Will. Both men are down, and I know that they are gassed. This match has been at a light speed pace. I mean, this is the fastest I think I've ever seen them. They are absolutely going to war, and there's a damn good reason why. I would be too if I had the championship in my grasp. Up to the top, leap of faith. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. 2 count. Kenny back up, looking for maybe a power bomb. Yes, indeed. Flip him over. Line him up. V-trigger. Hooks the leg, and it's a damn 0 count. Will Ospreay is fired up. Both men collide.
20 minutes gone.
Go behind again. Going for the leg breaker. Hurricane Rana. Face plant. Off the ropes again. Kenny with the face buster. Now he's gaining momentum, but Kenny is in deep trouble. Big blows being thrown. Championship on the line. Immortality within their grasp. Elbows are flying. Will's got the advantage. Kenny's backing into the corner. Will fired up. Question mark kick. And Kenny stays down. I think that might have done some damage. Hurricane Rana again though. Back into it again, that loop. He knows it's coming, but Will can't stop it. But Will can damn sure take it. Almost completely no-selling there. And now, is he thinking Oscutter? I don't know what he could be thinking here. Maybe just trying to get into the mind games a little bit. Go behind. Oh my God, what a kick. Go behind into the back suplex, but Kenny's right back up. Irish whip, and both men collide again. A double down. Both men back up to their feet. Go behind. Backbreaker. Picking him up again. Power bomb. Flip over. He's got him in his sights. V-trigger. Lord have mercy. You know Kenny does not hold back with those V-triggers. Kick out by Will Ospreay, and now he's got him up. Stormbreaker! Hooking the leg. Could this be it? New King's Crown champion. Not even a 2 count almost. He's fired up. Big super kick by Will. And now he's throwing everything. Forearms, super kicks, trying to keep Kenny down. Kicks away the... Oh my God, Kenny! With the double tapping dragon suplex. Tried to go for another Poison Rana, but Will Ospreay with the reversal, leap of faith. Hooks the leg again. These two are trading no-sells. Going off the ropes. V-trigger to the back of the head. Pulls him in close. Powerbomb, oh, you already know. V-trigger. Picks him up again. I thought he was going for another one. Will Ospreay fired up. Kawada kick, stunning him, and the Cutter! He said, I ain't done. Job's not finished. Snap suplex. And he goes outside.
2, 3.
What a match between these two. I'm on the edge of my seat. I don't know what's to come. Now in the Tree of Woe. And he's just kicking at the abdomen. Core strength be damned. He's kicking a mud hole in it. Uranagi. And oh my God. Knee to the back of the head. You know Will Ospreay's already suffered a lot from this match to the neck. And Kenny Omega is willing to inflict more damage, but Will Ospreay's willing to take more risks. A third leap of faith. Kenny in dire straits. 2, and it's just a 2 count. This match ain't over till the fat lady sings, folks. They are going overtime. They are going into the final inning. This is Game 7, NBA Finals. With the chip on the line. They're throwing everything. A 4th leap of faith. Was that even a kick out? Or did he just let him go? I can't tell. Poison Rana right back, a receipt from earlier.
30 minutes gone.
And the 30-minute timer has just went through. We are now over 30 minutes in this matchup. V-trigger by Kenny Omega as he picks him up for the final beat. No! One Wing Angels reversed. Spanish Fly, Will Ospreay. Both men down. This has been a war of attrition, both men throwing everything at each other. This is what the King's Crown Championship is all about, to see who is the best of the best. And right now we're seeing two of them squaring off and going at it here. Kenny Omega with the Uranagi goes behind. Wait, no, it's caught. Stormbreaker by Will Ospreay. We could be seeing a new champion. Will Ospreay with the hook of the leg. And no, Kenny kicking out. Go behind. Catches him with the elbow. And now again, he's got him up with a Stormbreaker. But Will Ospreay can't make it. He's unable to get to the pin. And Kenny's able to get back up. Uranagi. This is absolutely insane. Kenny Omega with the shin breaker going for the legs. Smart move. Hinder him. They're late in this match. Anything goes right now. Flip him over. Line him up. V-trigger. And Will's back up. Kawada kicks inbound. absolutely going nuts right now. And it's not stopping. Back suplex. Will Ospreay line him up for the hidden blade, but Kenny's back up. Go behind, crescent kick to the temple. Both men down again. Championship on the line, everything on the line. The pride, the adjuration. Elbows flying. Not a single man letting up, and another double down. Evenly matched in this final showdown between these two. Going off the ropes again. V-trigger connecting right on the chin. But he's unable to get anything from it. Will Ospreay ascending to the top once more for a leap of faith. Connecting. But again, Kenny getting back up before he can make the pin. And the Kawada kick coming out again. Will Ospreay off the ropes and a Spanish fly as well. Hidden blade and Kenny back up to his feet. I don't know if he got all of it. And Kenny's still in it. Off the ropes. Big Hurricane Rana. Definitely going to wear him down a little bit. Elbows now flying from Kenny, but he's answering back. This may turn the tide of battle quickly. Whoever is left standing here. Big boot by Kenny, and he gets right back up with the question mark kick. This is Will Ospreay's time. He needs to make something happen. Backflip, super kick under the jaw. Picks him back up. What's he thinking? He needs to put him away. Something big. I feel like one big move is all it takes to put him away. Will Ospreay going for the front flip DDT, but what a move by Kenny, throwing him outside the ring. Hurricane Rana takedown. Reverse Bulldog. And now Kenny off the ropes looking for that face buster, a similar combo to the ones he's hit in this match. Doesn't seem to be working, however, as Will Ospreay's back up to his feet. Misses the elbow. Backflips again, this time with the mix-up. Inverted DDT. Ascending again, looking for the leap of faith. Is that going to do it? Is Will Ospreay going to be King's Crown Champion? No, not even a 1 count from the champion. Fighting spirit pouring out, and now with every ounce of strength left, he readies it for the V-trigger. Center of the ring, Will Ospreay's knocked out cold, and now the one winged angel, Kenny Omega, is still your King's Crown Champion.
Bang!
What a match. Kenny Omega sealing up this victory, quieting the doubters, silencing the haters with his first defense against Will Ospreay. What a match between these two. I know I've said that a lot tonight, but every match we've had has just been an incredible showcase here tonight. As for Kenny, his championship reign is far from over, but he will make another stop when he faces Chris Hero. The next time those two meet, I swear it's going to be a banger. I'm just waiting for it. But that's going to do it for us here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming by, and we will see you all in the next one. Peace.